entertain a motion to approve the consent items.
So, I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Do I have any other discussion? Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Resolution 2022-19. Resolution establishing tax levy. I don't need to read the whole thing, is it?
No, but please note what you're looking at in regards to a percentage and the amounts.
Don't know if I have that sheet.
Or-
All of that was in, go ahead.
So we are looking at a 10% increase in the tax levy. General fund is $674,000, debt service is $80,000, for a total 2023 property tax levy at $754,000.
Do I have a motion to that effect?
I so moved. Second.
Do I have any other discussion? Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Resolution looks like this, and after the resolution's passed, then I sign the, back sheet that says, and this goes in the file and becomes a permanent record to the, city of Madelia. That's why it's done by resolution. Next on the agenda, resolution 2022-20. Resolution for St. Mary's Parish Bingo Raffle.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2022-20. Second.
I have a motion and a second. And, any other discussion? That resolution is for their annual fundraiser that they have been doing for the last lot of years.
So January 29th is the date, 2023, for that raffle.
Which is coming up shortly. And they'll be sending tickets out. If you haven't got yours, talk to somebody on the St. Mary's Parish, and they'd help get you one. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Administrative items, discuss and take appropriate action on fire department captain elections.
Chief Fisher is here tonight if you have any questions in regards to the captains or the officers that were elected on December 5th, 2022, for the fire department.
Questions, concerns? Everybody find them? There weren't any changes, were there?
There was, yeah.
Two.
Don Smith, Bill Crowley decided to step back as assistant chief. Don Smith was recommended in his place. And then to replace Don Smith, who was already a captain, John Gappa was recommended for his spot. And of course, we do elections, but to give the recommendation to the city council, per ordinance, you guys have to approve that and appoint them, so.
I'm a little concerned about the first assistant chief.
First assistant chief is a challenge, but I think with some work, Mark will do a fine job.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2023 fire officers.
I second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Discuss take appropriate action on Van Hale business loan subordination.
In your council packet is a breakdown in regards to Van Hale's banker, and they are asking for subordination of his current loan. I wish I had Mr. Casey here tonight if there was any questions from the council.
That puts us in the same position, correct? I'd entertain a motion to approve that.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Do I have any other discussion? Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Discuss take appropriate action on on 2023 wage for non-union employees.
As we discussed in the workshop tonight, I'm looking at an 8.1% increase overall for non-union wages.
I'll make a motion to approve this. Second that.
I have a motion and a second. Do I have any other discussion? Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 4, discuss and take appropriate action on donating old City Hall siren to Watonwan Historical Society.
I would move that we donate to Rutland County Historical Society.
I have a motion. Do I have a second to that effect?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Do I have any other discussion? Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Number 5, discuss and take appropriate action on change order for soil corrections for Flag Government Center in the amount of $39,405.
I'll make that motion.
No second.
I have a motion and a second. Do I have any other discussion? Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. That concludes the consent items. Citizens communication. Kids, you're here to learn. What do you want to learn about? Okay, you're first.
The roads.
What?
The roads.
The what?
The roads.
What would you like to know about the road? What about the roads?
Like,
How much money it costs to maintain them?
yeah, me.
What's the street department budget for next year?
Street is $565,000.
So we spend $565,000 maintaining the roads and keeping them plowed.
And swept and all the other good stuff.
Swept.
To the best of what we can afford.
And cleaning out catch basins and making sure your leaves get picked up.
And your crosswalks get marked. Your stoplights flash at the intersections.
Your stop signs that get hit by vehicles get replaced.
Who was the next person that had their hand up?
There was a question back here.
Owen, did you have a question?
Yeah, about the Vikings one.
I was very disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
I'm blaming the defense.
Yeah.
Was that your guys' fault?
Can we get a motion on that?
We can't fix that. Way above our pay grade.
Yeah, right.
What's your budget for the Vikings?
Does anybody want to know what kind of city council we have? You do? We have a strong mayor in the city of Madelia because of the way the city of Madelia was chartered, correct?
Yeah.
The way the city of Madelia is chartered was set up, we have a strong mayor. And when I talk about a strong mayor, the mayor has a vote on all issues. In a weak mayor, he doesn't get a vote. He sits and he runs the meeting and the city council members make all the decisions. So, that's why and in the city of Madelia, we don't have wards. We have everybody is in the same district. So when you cast your vote for a person on city council, if it's the mayor, there were 2 of us. And whoever got the most votes won. And your mayor-elect, who will take over this position, the beginning of the year, is Cody Eager. You got anything to follow up on?
You got me there.
And then we have 4 council members. The mayor is also supposed to set the agenda or approve the agenda before it goes to the paper. The city administrator works it all up for guidance or by what the two of them come up together. And that's how we come up with what's on our agenda. If some of you were here when we first started, our first meeting tonight was the truth and taxation hearing, which was why the city of Madelia set their levy increase at 10%, which is always usually the first meeting in December, because that has to get approved at our level, and then it goes up to the county level, and then it goes to state level to be recorded. After tonight, we cannot raise our levy and we cannot decrease it. That's what our budget will be set for next year is 10%. So, any other questions of the city council? Okay, all the school kids that came in for the meeting tonight, when we're done here, because I want Michelle to have the opportunity to have a nice picture. You want to do it from up here before I adjourn, Michelle? From where I'm standing, or you want them at one end or the other?
Where do you guys want to be?
Not in front of the TV mounts.
Because you're really kind of part of history. This is the first meeting.
Yeah, you guys.
This is the first meeting in the new city hall.
You guys want to stand in front of there or kneel in front of there?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay?
So, hey, hold on, before we do that, I think we have to take a minute to recognize the fact of how we got here.
Okay. Just sit down for a second.
This might take more than a
It could
second.
take a minute.
I promise you it will not be long. Thanks to our city administrator and her staff, we have the ability to be in a building like this. A city hall that is truly deserving of this city. I cannot tell you how excited I am, having retired after the year, being in the Air Force for 31 years, to be back here now, to be a part of all of this, and have the opportunity to be a part of everything we have here now. Wow. We're just that good. We're just that good. Mr. Mayor, thank you for getting us to this point. Mayor-elect, these are exciting times. We've got a lot of stuff we're going to get done. And I just am thrilled personally to have the opportunity to be a part of this. So, thank you. This is awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, go ahead, Sharon. We're going to adjourn, and then all you kids line up right out in front. And we'll sit here while you get your pictures taken as background. I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Do what kids do for pictures.